What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Stream is Cheaters. Today we're going to be having a laugh. We're going to be talking about WAGNIFICENT again. This guy has actually gone on to Twitter and talked about all the busy things he's got going on and actually claims that the anti-cheat hasn't caught him yet. Well, that's the funny part. So we're going to get right into the story of WAGNIFICENT just to rehash everybody to the point where you understand now that if the anti-cheat was working and was detecting the tracer files as it should be, then WAGNIFICENT should be banned. If you do enjoy today's video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to stay in touch and up to date. Right, let's crack on with the video. As always, guys, we come across to the channel first. For those who don't know who WAGNIFICENT is at this point, I mean, you might be new to the channel. So let me explain that WAGNIFICENT has been known on this scene for a long time. Okay, since pretty much the very start of the video series that we do here, we've been talking about WAGNIFICENT. And the reason for that is because on September 28th, 2020, he was actually caught up in the first ever engine owner detection ban wave. And still denied it. He actually got backing from a lot of top level content creators to support him after claiming that he was going to expose the whole thing. Back then he didn't have that many followers, but now he's got 121,000 followers and he's, you know, a Twitch partner, which he was back then as well. But the big thing is now that he was officially banned by Activision back then because of a detection of trace files on his computer. Nothing more, nothing less. But this guy has still been able to flourish in the community. He's still been able to flourish in the Call of Duty scene. And we're going to go through the process now of explaining it all. So as you can see on the channel here, we actually have quite a few videos regarding WAGNIFICENT. And there's a big reason behind that, right? It's because the guy is sus as hell. The guy has literally been banned, denied the fact that he was caught cheating and so on. Okay, so we're going to go through the step-by-step story of WAGNIFICENT. This is for the new guys, and it's leading up to the fact that now he's talking about not being banned after the Ricochet anti-cheat integration. So first of all, 1 year ago this video was posted. As you can see there, awful quality. But we got the point across. WAGNIFICENT was banned for cheating live on stream on the 28th of September 2020. So we're going to show you that clip now. But let's start off with a tweet that he put out as well. This is actually from the original video, and he says it's ignorant to ignore everyone who's getting hit the same exact time frame with a ban when they are legit and have shown those signs in game of cheating. Some people have put serious cash and or time into the game, and others have reputations at stake. It needs to be addressed. What needs to be addressed is the fact that you went for probably one of the cheapest providers of cheats back then, and still to this day, one of the cheapest providers. Back then, nobody really knew who engine owning were. Nobody really knew how big the cheating problem was a year ago. No one. People did know that there were cheaters in the game, but no one knew the extent of it. No one knew how many cheat providers there actually were back then. So WAGNIFICENT putting this stuff out back then probably seemed like the thing to do because, again, not many of the fan base would have been aware of how bad the cheating problem was. Not many of the fan base would have been aware of how much the cheats can actually be adjusted to make you look quite legit. Let's play the clip through now where he actually got banned live on stream. Fatal error. And at that point, he decided to switch to this screen to try and maybe cover something up. Maybe. But then even after doing that, he was very, very stupid in the way in which he dealt with it afterwards, if he was trying to hide it. Okay, because he does switch back to his display capture. There you go. Right, and at this point, we're just going to pause it here. At this point, you can already see that he was banned just off this icon here. But I'm guessing WAGNIFICENT didn't realise that, so he tries to press play again. which took him to the main screen in the game. But that right there would have been enough to tell anybody that they were banned. And if he was, you know, clever enough, he would have been able to say, listen, guys, do you know what? I'm just not feeling it. My computer's crashing. I'm going to jump off. I'm not feeling well. Got to spend time with my family. Got to move house. You know, all these excuses that you hear from a lot of the top level content creators. But he didn't. He loaded back into the game, and this is what happened. Oh, the good old days, eh? Remember that loading screen?
How's my game so bright in video settings?
Account permanently banned. Look at his face. Account permanently banned. And he was not impressed whatsoever. Okay, at that point you realise that people's reaction to certain things show their true emotion towards it. And he is absolutely gutted. He's showing signs of somebody who got caught. But in fact, he was actually in a chat with Symphony at the time, talking about what did Symphony do when he got banned? Because just prior to that, Symphony had his account hacked and somebody took his account and he managed to get it back from them after contacting Activision. It was a completely different topic. It was a completely different thing that occurred. But for some reason, WAGNIFICENT tried to, you know, place a little bit of blame on Symphony throughout. But that's not where it ended. He got banned on the same day as tens of thousands of other people who were using engine owning cheats. But, right, that's not where it ended. Okay, so this one here, WAGNIFICENT gets unbanned by Activision, okay? He didn't. What he did, he created a new account because he was permanently banned. He created a new account because he wanted to continue to stream and put out content because that's his source of income. Fair enough. Right, even if he did get caught cheating, he's still trying to keep up appearance and keep up the lie at that point. He got shadow banned on that account, so he was just playing in private games against bots, computer bots on multiplayer, and his stream were watching him, fair enough. But he then got that shadow ban lifted, and he tried to claim that his account was unbanned, and in fact it wasn't. It was just his shadow ban lifted. Now, we don't need to play any clips from that because, guys, all these videos will be linked in the description below. We have it here. WAGNIFICENT is back online after permaban, okay? So this is the one where he created the new account, and then this is the one after that where he said he was unbanned. We actually went on a couple of videos here, and this one here, WAGNIFICENT, the final chapter with a question mark, because at that point it did seem like WAGNIFICENT, his gameplay looked legit. However, it could have just been that he'd stopped using any form of sticky aim, or it could have just been that he was only using walls. But the questions were asked throughout that video, and we left it as an open book, just in case anything occurred in the future. We then showed this one here, WAGNIFICENT shadow banned again. But not only was he shadow banned, he decided to start throwing names under the bus, claiming that Bobby Poff, TP Tim, the Tapman Symphony and Huskers are all on a whitelist along with others. And this was a year ago. This was back when nobody was aware of a whitelist and what it was. This was when everybody thought the whitelist was a myth and didn't exist. But WAGNIFICENT claimed it to be true and named a lot of people who were apparently on it. And at the time as well, some of those people who he mentioned had done little video recordings or stated live on stream that they didn't have a clue what a whitelist was. And if it did exist, they were not a part of it. But it turns out further down the line, remember, after the past year or so, where we've been calling out a whitelist, it was only recently that JGod and Modern Warzone all decided to come out publicly and state that yes, there is a whitelist, but it's not what you think. Well, it's exactly what I thought. I don't know about other people, but it is exactly what I thought. But WAGNIFICENT in that video claimed to expose a lot of people, pretty much. And then it was the day after that, or later on that same day, those same people that he mentioned started tweeting at Activision, started tweeting at other people to try and get WAGNIFICENT's account unbanned, saying, you know, this guy's legit, false ban, so on and so forth. It just seemed that maybe WAGNIFICENT made the threat to these guys and they were like, shit, we need to cover our tracks and bring him on board, get him on that whitelist. So since that point, how many times has WAGNIFICENT been shadow banned? I don't think he has. But then more recently, there was somebody who was a stream sniper, somebody who is a cheater, who was stream sniping WAGNIFICENT, who exposed him. So this guy pretty much come out and said, based on what I can see from your gameplay, you are cheating. It was his opinion against WAGNIFICENT's word. But WAGNIFICENT didn't feel the need to actually deny or accept what this guy was saying. He just sort of let him speak freely live on his stream, and then started referencing baseball players, saying that if I was a baseball player and accused of cheating, I saved me suspension and then I come back twice as good. Am I still cheating? No. Was I cheating before? No. But really, it could be that you are still cheating, you've just got better cheats. Yeah. So this is the point we're trying to get to now, is that more recently, a news video was posted on the BadBoy Gaming news channel about WAGNIFICENT signing with an organisation called Didnt. He seems to be doing things in the right direction for any streamer who is legit. He's getting the signings with an organisation, he's getting the sponsored streams, he's getting sponsorship deals, you know. Does he deserve them? No. Because remember that you've just seen him getting banned live on stream. Let's take a look at the tweet he put out now. This tweet says 20k TKR tomorrow, sponsored stream Saturday and 10k mini royale on Sunday. Busy, busy, busy. And the anti-cheat still didn't catch us. I mean, you already got caught by a detection back in September 2020, and I will never let that go until you admit your wrongdoings. Although at this point, why should he bother? Because he's already got past it. He's already managed to grow more than 3 times the size in the sense of followers, as well as all of these offers and signing with an organisation. So, what's the point in the whole anti-cheat? What's the point in detection of cheats? What's the point in ban waves when they can just claim it was a false ban? Omit Wags, as he goes by now, is a cheater due to the fact that he was caught cheating back in September 2020. And I'm pretty sure since then he has upgraded his PC over the past year. Because if the anti-cheat does work, if it does, then it should detect the tracer files on any of the hardware ID. It should detect any injected cheats when loading the game up. However, let's be honest, a lot of these cheat providers have already posted about how they've bypassed the anti-cheat. And it seems to be true, because a lot of people have sent me videos of rage hackers in their game, 2 games, 3 games in a row, the same person. So they are not getting banned off reports in the game, and they are not getting banned due to detection of the injected cheats because of this anti-cheat. But whether or not the Ricochet anti-cheat actually works at this point, WAGNIFICENT is still a cheater. Well, there we have it, guys. WAGNIFICENT once again not realising the mistakes he makes. Like that time where he referred to himself as a baseball player who was cheating. Would he come back and be twice as good if he was in fact cheating? Or something along those lines. I mean, this guy just keeps digging himself further into a hole. I mean, still to this point, to this day, even though he was banned in the first ever engine owning detection, he hasn't actually admitted to cheating, and he has in fact signed with Didnt, which is apparently a gaming organisation, and since then been talking about all the good things coming in his future, but still for some reason mentioning that he hasn't been detected by the anti-cheat. And as we mentioned in the video, guys, he was actually banned due to the fact that tracer files were detected on his computer, and that alone should be enough for this anti-cheat to catch him. If you did enjoy today's video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the BadBoy fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!